I want to welcome my colleagues who are here this morning and wish them a Happy New Year. Some of them I saw yesterday or have seen over the last couple of days. Some of them I haven't seen in a long time, but great to see them and great to be back here in our state's capital. And I say it's great to be back here in our state's capital, and I sincerely do mean that. Now, if you talk to me next week or the month after, I may have a different tone, but hope springs eternal. It is a new year, and today we are here to talk about the Republican Senate Conference's agenda as we move into 2022. And it's important today, on this first day, we're back, a day when the governor will release her State of the State, that I think we put forward our agenda. Yes, we are in the minority, and we all know how Albany works. But it is important, and everyone here should know, and everyone across New York State should know, that this conference has an agenda, has an alternative to what has been coming out of Albany for the past year, 2 years, 3 years. There is an alternative to the madness we have seen. There is an alternative to a focus on criminals as opposed to victims. There's an alternative to high taxes and crushing regulations as opposed to lower taxes and more opportunities for our business and working men and women. There's an alternative to an energy policy which is going to chase more people out of here by increasing their home heating costs, increasing their gas costs, or lowering energy costs and making it more attractive, making New York more attractive for employers and New Yorkers alike. There's an alternative to having kids learning remotely, doing social experimentation in school, getting rid of advanced testing, or keeping kids in school, making sure that education is the ladder of opportunity for New Yorkers across all spectrums. So that is the alternative we are here to talk about today, that we are here to lay out today. And there'll be some specific points that are going to be laid out by some of my colleagues, but I wanted to highlight one of those. You know, just this morning I wake up and I read across newspapers about the Manhattan District Attorney, who apparently thinks he was elected as the Manhattan Public Defender because his main goal, now his job is to keep bad people in jail, to protect the public. Not to protect the people that were arrested, to protect the public, the people who were victimized. We got to stop thinking about criminals as victims. I know we all want to think about, my colleagues across the aisle, they believe that the robber is a victim, that the assaulter is a victim, that the murderer is a victim. I'm here to tell you that's not true. I don't believe that. The victim is the victim of the robbery, the victim of the hate crime, the victim of the assault, the victim of the murder. That's who this conference is focused on. And I tell you what, that's who New Yorkers were focused on just a few weeks ago, when one of my colleagues, one of the authors of bail reform, got blasted in his run for DA down in Long Island. It's unfortunate that Mr. Bragg didn't meet the same result in his election, but the voters have spoken loud and clear across the state on where they stand on what's going on with criminal justice across this state. We need more DAs who believe they're there to protect the public, not to protect the criminals. And there's a host of other issues you're going to hear from two of my colleagues here, but make no mistake, this conference has an agenda. We are going to present that alternative today, and each and every day we are here in Albany and beyond. And we're going to let New Yorkers know there's an alternative to what they've been seeing under one-party Democrat rule over the past year, 2 years.